I'm Will Thacker. I'm a screenwriting tutor here at Central Film School. When I was a creative writing MA student, I wrote 2 novel manuscripts eventually that got published. I then worked with a director on a short film that won some awards, and then later a feature film which had a worldwide release. I've also written a play more recently and also do lots of script consultancy and of course teaching. So one of my top tips for screenwriters is to get to know your characters. It's not just enough to be able to write well, you need to get to understand the people you're writing about, their persona and their shadow. And once you're able to do all those things off page, which involves talking in a collaborative setting, with our peers on this class, we learn to understand that, writing is not the same as storytelling, and we try and ensure that both have plenty of opportunities for further discussion. Stories should focus on consequence, not coincidence. That means the way we structure stories really matters. It's not enough just to be a gifted writer, but you have to be able to discipline and marshal your language into a framework that makes sense, whether that's looking at different narrative structures, linear narratives, non-linear narratives, flashback narratives, tandem narratives. There are so many theoretical ways we can dissect a film. But ultimately it's about amplifying your voice and making sure we do justice to the talent that you have. So one of the things that I love about screenwriting is that it is an innately collaborative process. When you're writing a novel, it's very solitary. You're pretty much chained to your bedroom desk in my case. And ultimately with screenwriting, you realize that when you're on a film set, it's a collaboration between a director, a producer, the DOP, the sound engineer, the people making your tea, and the actors, of course, themselves. And so you realize that the script no longer exists once it becomes a film. And so here at Central Film School, we try and squeeze the gap between the drafts that we come up with and ultimately the finished product that we want to live and breathe in the real world.